Hi, I am Gerald Cozy, and this is.
Jessica Dixon.
We are both senior healthcare operators in the state of Indiana. This message is going out to all senior healthcare professionals across the United States. First and foremost, we work for American senior communities, and we want to make sure that you know these are our thoughts and opinions, and we take full ownership of it.
Absolutely.
Families have family meetings sometimes where, you come together and what you talk about in house stays in house. And we wanted to talk to you about that today in regards to the vaccine. Now, before you get nervous, just know we aren't here to shame anybody. We aren't here to dictate what you should be doing. We're here to talk about a reality for us as senior living professionals.
And Gerald, we realize it's a personal choice.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you're already heroes. So let's talk about being a hero. How often did you feel during the pandemic that, maybe you weren't being recognized or maybe people didn't see the sacrifice that you made? Well, we're here to tell you we saw it because we were part of it. So Jessica, what role did you play during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, I operated a building in central Indiana. I oversaw the daily operations day to day during COVID. And let me tell you, it was the most exhausting and emotionally draining time. That opportunity also allowed me to appreciate family,
Mm-hmm.
appreciate love, and appreciate life.
Mm.
Because each day during COVID, just watching the staff be heroes every day, but also caring for those vulnerable residents and the impact COVID had just mentally.
The impact COVID had. I tell you what, I think about looking at our team members. I remember the first day my building went COVID positive and driving to the building and the streets were kind of empty and seeing all the cars in the parking lot. People who showed up during a tough time, care providers who showed up when we needed it. And that's a memory I'll never forget. What was your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge during COVID was simply resources.
Mm-hmm. And I
And
think
what was yours?
well, my biggest challenge. Thank you. My biggest challenge was how we were perceived at our community by the press. They really tried to come at us. We felt, and it was really important to myself and our team members that we gave everything we could to show how much we cared and how much we loved our residents.
Absolutely. And leading with love during
Mm-hmm.
COVID, it was challenging.
It was very challenging. So today we wanted to talk about these new CMS guidelines. We understand the importance of guidelines, etc. But we just wanted to have a family conversation because what we're hoping is at the end of this video, you may prayerfully consider being vaccinated. And not because you are being told to, but because you are making a choice to do it, to
So, Gerald,
give.
why did you get vaccinated?
Well, that's a very good question. I lost 32 residents during the pandemic, and I personally had to call all of the family members and extend my condolences. And our resident council president lost his life during the pandemic, and he and I had a very special bond. So I got the vaccine for the residents in honor of the ones who had passed under my watch. I got the vaccine in honor of my family members who stayed at home and sheltered in place and allowed me to go out and serve. So I'm gonna throw it right back to you. Why did you get vaccinated?
I got vaccinated because, again, leading with love and loss during COVID, again, I lost 22 residents in my facility. And I got vaccinated not because of me, because I was adamant I would not take the vaccination. I was adamant if I was made to take this vaccination, I quit. I stood firm on that decision. So when the vaccination rolled out in December, I got vaccinated for those residents I lost.
Mm,
I got vaccinated from my uncle. He was in his 40s when he died.
mm,
March 30th of this year,
mm,
of
mm.
last year, 2020.
My condolences.
That's why I got vaccinated.
My condolences and thank you. You know, when we have guidelines, this is something Jessica and I want to make sure we get across today. Of course, the senior healthcare organizations across the world are in support of vaccinations. Why? Because we care for a high risk population. But in the same breath, we want to be clear. The regulations puts everything on us at the community level.
Absolutely. We're the most highly regulated industry.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this isn't a jab at anyone. What we want you to understand is if we are not vaccinated, timelines have been given to where we will have to lose employees.
In a time where we can't afford to lose employees,
In
we're
a,
in a workforce that's crippled.
and a time when our residents can't lose employees.
Absolutely.
So think about those rural counties. Think about those city counties. Think about all of the zip codes in which we practice and we serve our revered elders. What happens if we don't have care providers? Where will those residents go? How will they be served? They've already have dealt with so much change in the past 2 years
And so much adversity.
and so much adversity. But yet they set an example for us.
And we're talking about 5 generations of workforce that we reach and we connect with. And our team members are not only our team members, but their family.
Yes. And
Their
guess
family.
what? Our residents are our family.
Absolutely.
So we know, again, this is a family conversation. We know you out there, our listeners and those viewing this message, you are senior healthcare professionals. You have chosen an honorable career. You do something that many people cannot do. You care for people. It's an emotionally demanding career choice, and it comes with a great deal of sacrifice.
And for me, I want this message to be not only in love, but the goal of this message is to say, you know what? If not for you, for someone you're serving, if it's not for you, get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated. And we also want to say it's your choice. We will never shun anybody. Let's be clear. You're heroes regardless.
Regardless.
The fact that you showed up through this pandemic, that has already established your credibility. At the end of the day, we can have guidelines and dates that are put out, but we come to you today saying you still have the choice. And we're hoping that you will choose to gift
To give.
our industry, to gift our residents, to gift our co-workers with your presence. Because now the table is set. Without a vaccinated employee, we cannot serve our revered elders.
We can't serve and we can't move our mission.
How does that make you feel?
Very sad. Very sad. Post the date that's established to get vaccinated. The what happens next? The future of healthcare. What will it look like?
The future of healthcare this year, the future of healthcare this month. So our big ask is, first of all, thank you for listening to this message.
Thank you.
We want you to know that it's coming from a soulful, loving place. We feel as though there is an urgent need, and we are asking you to prayerfully consider being vaccinated, to prayerfully consider giving us a gift.
And again, this is a conversation, a family.
A family, and nothing that you're required to do, because let's be clear. Yes, there are requirements that can be set up, okay? We get that. But at the end of the day, We control what we put in our bodies.
Absolutely.
So what we want you to know is you're giving a gift if you make the decision to do it. And if you make the decision not, it doesn't compromise anything that you have done to this point. But see, we know there are other jobs in this world, believe me. But at the end of the day, we can't lose you. You're seasoned. You have made it through this pandemic. The pandemic will not win. You're a better provider because of the pandemic. You're a better leader because of the pandemic. You're a more caring and loving person because of the pandemic. We can't afford to lose our family members to other industries. We can't afford it. We need specifically you.
And our members are our most valuable asset we have.
There
in
are
healthcare.
mothers,
Yeah.
fathers,
That's right.
aunts, uncles.
Sisters, brothers, cousins, people we care for, people we love. So get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated. So if you would do this, if you would do this for Jessica Dixon and Gerald Cozy, your senior healthcare brother and sister, if you would get vaccinated or prayerfully consider vaccination,
Absolutely.
okay? It's your choice. But if you do consider and you do make the decision, will you go on social media and post hashtag I did it, my choice?
I did it, my choice.
So on behalf of all of the senior healthcare professionals across the globe, specifically all the senior healthcare professionals in the United States of America, we want to thank you for your service. We want to thank you for your time today.
Thank you for your courage
Mm,
and commitment to serving.
to serving.
To serving.